I am traveling from one area of the location close to where we live, and I'm going to cross on over from Avra Valley, Arizona, to Picture Rocks, Arizona, which is literally hop, skip, and a jump, not too far away from each other. But you can't just drive across. You have to pretty much travel quite a long way around. The rest of the land is farmland, ranch land. So I'm taking the long way around, and I'm heading over to Picture Rocks to talk with an incredible woman who has lived on her property quite a long time. She's an artist. Not only is she an artist, but she's had her own business in media, and she is the owner of a paint horse, registered paint horse ranch. I have shared our experiences with her, and she's shared some experiences with me. And I asked her if she would like to talk to me about her experiences. So that's where I am heading to right now. I am heading over to Gina Sperry to talk to her about her life, about the things that she is, about the things that she has seen. She's an amazing woman. We are lucky to have her, to be able to speak with her about this. I'm very excited. So come along with me.
Said people would come down here and work, and like in the spring and fall they'd live down, and maybe even parts of the winter they'd live down here, but in the summer they'd go up into the mountains over here, Wasson Peak and everything. That's so close.
Well, that mountain range, doesn't that head on over to Silver Bell? Like Silver Bell Road?
Silver Bell's on the other side of the mountains there.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you got out here, there was not that many people.
Very few homes in my area. And so with COVID and me being diagnosed with cancer and having to deal with that for a long time, a lot of what I had been doing here had to stop. I had to take care of myself. I had already had this row. This is actually 6 stalls and runs. These 2 horses here are Chris's horses, and we divided the arena up so that they'd have more room to run around. But I was going to do a place, people could board here, and if people were traveling with horses, they could come here and rent the dome, for a week or 2, whatever, and they have their horses, and then they could ride in the Saguaro National Park. Well, and this was her studio, her home, her studio, everything.
It's so, I know it's not finished yet, but this so this will be, people will be renting this beautiful space out. And I was just going to comment that I felt like your mother is right next to me. And I felt somebody is like, right, they could have walked up to me.
Yeah.
And so you said that's my mom. That's my mom.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
is that what you wanted me to see?
Yeah, I wanted to.
Other than that, I feel like from the ground, I definitely feel like it feels like the ground is like this, like I'm
Yeah, it's
moving, like I have a lot of energy coming up from the ground.
Yeah.
And like out here, it's just beautiful. So this is I just, I love the desert too. You've got, what is that? I forgot. That's the one
an
where,
organ pipe.
oh my gosh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just beautiful.
This property my mother bought in 1971.
1971.
Yeah. And she didn't develop it for a year or so. She lived in a little motor home on the property over where my dome house is. And then she built the dome, which was her dream house. And I moved onto the property here permanently in '94 because my mother's health was failing and I needed to be here for her. And I became her primary care person, and she died in '98. So,
Wow.
yeah. And then, and in '97, I put this house in.